What's up everyone, my name is Cam. I hope your weekend is off to a fantastic start. Today I'm going over an amazing gourmand fragrance, so if you're a gourmand lover, stay tuned. Let's get into this. So for those of you who've been following the channel, you know that I love my gourmand fragrances. I know some of you do too, and I also know that some of you are not so much. And some of these gourmands can be a little bit cloyingly sweet, you know, almost too much. And for this fragrance to have the sweetness that it does, it actually has a nice robustness that really has like it's got a pear on them, let's just say that. And the fragrance that I'm talking about comes from the Greek fragrance house Manos Gerakinis. Now this fragrance is something else. It's called Immortelle. Now it's not exactly a new fragrance. It was released in 2017, so this fragrance may not be new to some of you, and those of you who are like me that haven't, tried it up until here recently, man, you're in for a treat. This fragrance is a stunner. Before I jump into the fragrance, I'm going to briefly go over the presentation. Not a lot to go over here because they have definitely took the less is more thing and really ran with it, and it looks very elegant to me. You have a nice box here with the brand name and the name of the fragrance, which is Immortelle, and then you've got the brand logo on top. I don't know if you can see that, but as you open it, I mean, it doesn't, matter of fact, you can see where I had to tear it to get it open because they're taped together. So this isn't one that you want to pick up like that because you will drop the fragrance, but fragrance sits in a nice little spot right here and sits in there kind of snug, and then it's indented right here. That's pretty much it on the presentation, but again, effective, nice and classy. Same thing for the bottle. You've just got a simple sticker right here, nice firm cap where it holds on very snug, and then of course you've got your logo on the top here, and the atomizer on this is very, very nice. I don't want to spray a bunch of that, but just so you can see, just decent distribution there. Oh, but that smell, wow, 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 wow. Now, Immortelle was inspired by the Immortelle flower in Greece, which actually just grows in nature and has been, as far as records go back to like the Trojan War. So this fragrance kind of tipped me a little bit. I thought it was going to be, sometimes florals work really great and not so much, lean a little feminine. Even with gourmands, sometimes they can be too sweet, too feminine. This one is right down the middle. I mean, this fragrance can easily be worn by a man or a woman. It smells masculine on a man, feminine on a woman, but it has a lot of depth. It's warm, it's spicy, rich, creamy, sweet, resinous, a really nice balance with darkness, sweetness, spiciness, and a very nice creaminess and warmth about this fragrance is just mind-blowing. On the opening notes, you're going to get clove and cinnamon. Now, wait a minute, if cloves don't work for you, I really don't think that this is going to be a problem because it dissipates rather quickly. You can just pick up hints of it in that opening with that spiciness, but it does just, it's more cinnamon than anything like on that opening. And you also have the Immortelle flower in here and some milk, which gives it a nice creaminess. And then in the base is actually where the stars of this fragrance live. You've got some benzoin and brown sugar. That brown sugar and benzoin just work seamlessly together. It's just absolutely amazing. And then you've got some sandalwood and some patchouli. So there's some serious depth going on in this fragrance. The sandalwood is not overly powdery. It's actually coming off much more creamier with that mixture of that milk and that brown sugar. And the brown sugar almost is like a toasted brown sugar. So it's, oh, whoa, this fragrance is something else. It's attention getting, it is compliment garnering. I would say that it even has a slightly versatileness about it. But the reason I say that is because you could easily wear this 3 seasons. I would say it would really shine in the cold weather, but still not too much if you wore it in the spring if you went with lighter applications. And of course you can spray this a little bit heavier for the winter and you're gonna get a really nice scent bubble. For me, I would say it's at least an arm's length as far as your sillage. And as far as projection, I got a solid 2 hours, and during that solid 2 hours, I cannot calculate the compliments I got. And I'm not like trying to be the compliment king or anything, but I have mentioned numerous times that I do work in the public. I do have a very outgoing personality. I know those are factors, but just real quick for you, you know how pregnant women, their senses are much higher, and a lot of times they really don't even want to smell fragrance. As a matter of fact, I got in a car with a lady, I was inspecting hers and her husband's vehicle. She asked if she could stay in the vehicle. She was pregnant. I was about to ask her to get out. And when she was in the car with me, she's like, "What are you wearing? My God, you smell amazing." So I told her, and I actually had it with me. So I went and sprayed some on her husband, and she was like, "Oh yes, that is what I need." And she said he normally wears Dior Sauvage and made him stop wearing that. But she actually said that she was gonna buy it for him for his birthday. I think that she was gonna buy it for her though, so she could smell and eat him. Never mind. And that same day, I actually went to Mi Casitas, which is a local Mexican restaurant here in Fayetteville. And as I went in there, there was a waitress that told me that I smelled delicious. So yeah, those are good compliments. I mean, especially if you can project over the top of sizzling fajitas, I'd say that's pretty good sillage. On performance for me, I'd say maybe between 8.5 to 9 hours, which is very good as far as I'm concerned. This is a eau de parfum, and this is the 100 ml bottle. I believe they also have this available in 50 ml if I'm not mistaken. Now for 100 mLs, this is gonna run you $175. Now, this fragrance house and this fragrance are available at Perfumology. I would recommend going to www.perfumology.com. It is a fantastic place to shop. Great customer service, family owned and operated, and any fragrance that is in their entire catalog on their website, you can order in sample, which is always a great thing to do. Last thing you want to do is spend $175 on a niche fragrance and not be happy with it. You can always sample before you buy. Of course, you're gonna pay for those little samples, but the more samples you buy, they'll throw in some goodies in there that will make it worth your while. So if compliments is your thing, or you think that you would like a very different take on a gourmand, I would really urge you to check this fragrance out. So let me know down in the comments if you've ever tried Immortelle. If you haven't, do you plan on trying it? Until next time, I'll see you on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.